What's your name?
What?
That's a weird name. It's Riley.
What?
Your name is Riley.
No, no.
Yes, it is.
No, no.
Yes, it is.
No, no.
Okay, so now I need the bay leaf. Remember the big leaves? Bring me those. Thank you. Okay, so on this episode, we're going to talk about bay leaves. Throughout all this, I haven't actually talked about mortar and pestles, but I have a huge one over here. Well, this is the thing that goes with it, so it's...
The Baileys?
No, the mortar and pestle. It's about this big around, about that tall. Got it from TJ Maxx. I have it on here somewhere. It's TJ Maxx haul. Stop.
What? I know it's
Because
oh, it's not watching
I said
it.
stop. Okay.
I don't want
So today, on this episode, we're going to be talking about bay leaves.
I want to know. Ooh, this is good.
Obviously, bay leaf is it's a culinary herb, so it's used in culinary purposes. Now, bay leaf is an evergreen shrub.
Like wood.
It's actually more often referred to as a tree, but it's native to Asia Minor and areas around the Mediterranean, and it has shiny oval leaves pointed with dark green on the tip and lighter underside. So here I can show you that. Actually, no, I can't. I'm guessing once they've dried, they're the same
Anything
color.
in here?
Now, what happened to what was in there? What'd you do with it?
Yes, I didn't dump anything out of here. The one was just closed.
Hang on.
What was it?
Okay. Back to bay leaves. Anyway, they are... I don't know what is up with this computer. It's doing some funky stuff. Anyway, that's where they're grown at. You don't have to go to the Mediterranean to get them. You just have to go to your local grocery store to get them. Now, when they're in the wild, if you were to find one here, they can actually grow up to 60 feet tall. But usually they're cultivated outside its natural or native habitats, and they reach usually about 3 to 10 feet tall. So that's why it's known as a shrub, because they only get 3 to 10 feet tall, but in the wild they actually can grow to 60 feet tall. This plant can be found in grocery stores as bay leaves. The actual name for it is bay laurel. There are many bays and laurels out there, some that are not remotely related to this one. For example, mountain laurel is poisonous, while bayberry has been used as a substitute for bay laurel in cooking and has its own magical uses as well. So now a little history on it. It comes from the Latin laurus, meaning verdant, and nobilis, meaning noble or of high rank. And the Greek word for bay is Daphne. You just unplugged my thing. Okay, so it's named after Daphne, after the nymph Daphne, who is changed into a bay laurel tree by Gaea, or her father. I'm not even going to say his name. Peneus. Phineas. It sounded a little different. Or herself, depending on who's telling the story, to protect her from the unwanted advances of Apollo. The tree is sacred to Apollo and is said that the oracle at Delphi chewed the leaves and inhaled the smoke when seeking visions. It is associated with honor and glory. Okay, so anyway, sorry I had a call. I have to leave here shortly. It's a doctor's appointment. Anyway, so it's used by kings, heroes, triumphant athletes, poets, and other great men and women who were crowned with it to signify their greatness in both the ancient Greece and Rome. Garlands of bay laurel were traditionally bestowed upon the winners of the Pythian Games in Greece and later the Olympic Games prior to the change to olive leaves. Prior to the change, olive leaves were used. So before the bay laurel leaves or bay leaves were used, olive leaves were used. Let's see. Stop. Okay, so magical attributes. Laurel is sacred to Apollo, so if that is one of your deities or your god, your patron, then that's a good thing to use. And Riley. Bay leaves can be used as to asperge a place or a space, object, or person in preparation or as a part of any ritual. A branch of many leaves may be used in group situation. Bay leaves may be added to any spell or potion designed to enhance psychic ability and is a great addition to psychic dream pillows. So this is an herb that you can use for divination, psychic abilities, things like that. Okay, so laurel wreaths may be worn by healers during healing ceremonies while treating the sick in order to increase positive healing energy and protect against negative energies that may hang around the sick room. This bay leaves have been used during smudging or added to loose smudging like sage. You just put a little bit with it. It's been used during smudging for banishing and exorcism rites, especially those involved with poltergeist. Mixed with sandalwood, it is useful for breaking curses. When you finally get rid of the roommate, ex-spouse, or family who you thought you would never leave, sweep their footsteps out the door with a broom and then smudge the house with bay to ensure they won't return. Even if you aren't really happy about them going, if you know it's best for everyone, cleanse the home of their presence for closure. Bay laurel may also be carried to protect against any number of misfortunes and bring luck in athletic competitions. To ensure that you see your lover again and neither of you will be tempted to infidelity, go together to a bay laurel tree and pluck a leaf, break it in half, and each keep one half. And it's said as if you write a wish on a dried bay leaf and then burn it, that your wish will come true. So that's just some information on it. Obviously, there's culinary purposes. I'm not going to go into that because you can use it for just about anything. Now, note that there are many plants that are called laurel and bay that are not the California bay tree. Is not the same plant, but it has similar flavor and can be used like common bay laurel. Indian bay leaf looks quite similar but tastes more like cinnamon. West Indian bay leaves is allspice. So you just want to check the botanical name of it. But make sure that if you are buying it online and you're going to use it for consumption, make sure that you are getting bay laurel and not one of the other laurels or other bays, because those can be poisonous. They're named similarly, and shouldn't be used under any circumstances. Like mountain laurel is one of the most common, probably, that you'll see that you don't want to use. So always check the botanical names of any of the plants that you use, and never use ones that you aren't absolutely sure isn't exactly what you want. So like I said, this is the Bay Laurel, and it is, well, actually, let me tell you a little bit in here. Okay, so its gender is masculine, planet is sun, the element of fire. Deities are Apollo, Circe, Faunus, and Eros. Powers are protection, psychic powers, healing, purification, and strength. Ritual uses: the ancient priestesses of Apollo chewed bay leaves to induce a prophetic state and also inhaled their fumes, like we said before. Magical uses is used in clairvoyance and wisdom brews. Also, its taste is strong. Bay leaves are placed beneath the pillow to induce prophetic dreams and are also burned to cause visions. It is a protection and purification herb par excellence, and is worn in an amulet to ward off negativity and evil, burned or scattered during exorcism rituals, placed in the windows to protect against lightning, and hung up to prevent poltergeists from working any mischief in their house. A sprig of bay is used to sprinkle water during purification ceremonies, and the tree planted near the home protects its inhabitants against sickness. Bay leaves mixed with sandalwood can be burned to remove curses and evil spells. So that's a little blurb on the bay leaves from Cunningham's. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or want to add anything to it, please leave it down in the question marks below. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I shall see you on the next video. So until then, many blessings. I'm going to make a few more videos and get them uploaded. They'll be today or tomorrow, so maybe you see me in this outfit. So many blessings, and I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.